Good morning student, this is Vasu Amit Banchor, your happy teacher. Welcome to the class. So student, before starting the new chapter, today I will take a brief description of last chapter, Python fundamental, and the next class will start the new chapter. So in here the Python fundamentals, we study about different fundamentals with the help of this IPO cycle, input output process, that you must have learned in last class. In this chapter we shall be talking about all the basic elements of Python program can contain. You will be learning about the Python basic characters, set tokens, expressions, statement. These all are the Python fundamentals, and this will be this we are using in our programming. So first one is Python character. Python character means a set of character, valid character that language can recognize. Means if you are giving any instructions to computer, and there the computer will read only the machine language. So this will this with the help of this character set, our computer will recognize about the language, and it converts into high level language to machine language. And the character represent as the letter also, digit, and any other symbol also. Then with the help of this Unicode encoding, it will work there in the programs. So first letter means uppercase, capital A to Z, small a to Z, then digit, special symbol, white space means blank space if you are giving, or you are using the tab, or you are entering, you are pressing the enter key. These are all came in the white space. And other character means if the Python is using the ASCII value Unicode. These are the parts of literals. Then token. Token means in the smallest unit is known as a token. Smallest individual units in a program is known as a token. Token means that you are using the different characters, keywords that you are using, operators you are using, literals you are using. These are came in the tokens. Then keyboard. Keyboard means some is a word having the meaningful result programming languages. Then keyword means here the list of reserved word, and this reserved word we are not supposed to use in our program. Then identifiers. Identifiers are fundamental building blocks of a program and are used in a general terminology for the names given the different parts of program, such as the variables, object, classes, function, list, dictionaries. Means all this came into the program where we are writing the program. Variables we have to use, then different functions also, list, dictionaries also. So these are the identifiers. Identifier means the name. An identifier is having the rule of Python specified below. An identifier is an arbitrary long sequence of letter and digit. Then the first character must be letter, and then underscore count as a letter also here. That if you are giving some character or giving some variables name, then here if you are giving the underscore also, then underscore must be counted here. Then uppercase, lowercase are different in this program, Python program. Then digit also is the part of the identifier except the first character. Then identifier are limited, case sensitive. Means if you are using the uppercase, so you have to use the uppercase also only, and if you are using the lowercase, then if you are calling any function, any libraries or anything, if you are calling there with the help of these functions, so you have to write in the same sequence. Same case means if you are using the lowercase, then you have to write the lowercase also only, and if you are using the uppercase, you have to use the uppercase. And these are the valid and invalid identifiers. Then come to the literals. Literals means a value. A value, the data items have fixed values. So here string, numeric, boolean, special literals, these are the literals. Here string literals means if you are giving the as a variable name, as a variable or character name if you are giving, it knows as string literal, and this string literal is both the side you have to give the code also covered with code. It means the computer will read as a string. Then these are the escape sequence of Python. Then string types of Python means single string, and multi-line string. Single line string means if it's closing with single quote and double quote. It means that if you are writing any single line means any one character or any single line character if you are giving writing, so it known as the single line string. And if you are using the multiple lines, so it is known as the multi-line string. So with the help of this backslash, you have to continue the you will be continuing the line at the next line also, and then you have to, at the last you have to give one single quote. Then the computer will the interpreter will read all the line together. Then here the error is also mentioned where if you are not giving the single line, that multi-line single line. Then come to the numeric literals. Numeric literals is having different types: integer, floating, complex. So integer means positive or negative or whole number with no decimal point. Means it is integer is taking the number digit, but number digit means you have to give the positive, negative or whole number with no decimal points. And then floating means floating point real values. It means that here you have to take the fraction parts also, and you have to take the decimal part also. And then complex means this, the equation is given here, imaginary number, that it is the real part of number, binary imaginary number. This sequence is given here like this, the complex number we are using. Then integer is having decimal integer, octal integer literals, hexa integer literals. These are the different types of integers. Here the value is given there, and value you have to mention here all the you have to mention. And if you are using the decimal integer, octal integer, so you can use in your program. It is the need of if you need, then you will read this. Then floating point literal means here you are using the fraction forms that you are knowing now, that fraction forms is like real constant of fraction form must have at least one digit with the decimal point. So fraction form means here you have to take only the one digit decimal point. Here some example is given here. 7, the 7 is no decimal point. Then plus 17.2, it is a legal symbol. Then 17, to 50.26.2, it is 2 decimal point. Then here means comma not allowed. Comma is invalid here. Only in floating point you have to use only the decimal number or a fraction number. Then exponent, if you are giving any power, then we are using the exponent. Then Boolean literals means you are knowing that true or false, in the form of true or false it is given there. It is known as the Boolean literals. Then some special literals, none. Python has one special literal which is none. The none literal is used to indicate absence of value. If you are not given any value, then it will show the none. And Python is having one special literal which is known as the none. Then operators. Operators are tokens that trigger some computation with applied to variables and other object in an expression. Variables and objects to which the computation is applied are the operands. So the operators use some operands work upon. Here the operators are given here: unary operator, binary operator, all the addition, subtraction, then operators, then bitwise, shift operator. This all are we are using in our program. Then less than, greater than, operators that you are knowing that operators you use here, logical operators also and members of operators also. Then punctuators, some sign we are using, punctuators, quote, double quote, hash, slash, function sign, then curly bracket, at the rate you are using. These are known as the punctuator. Then bare bones of a program. Python program means here we are using studying about the structure of Python program. The structure of Python program, all the gear where you have to write the function, then where you have to write the expression, the statement, blocks, indentation. These all are given here. Expression means it is a legal combination of symbol that present as a value. Then statement means statement instruction that we are giving to computer what you want from computer, but the input you are giving or printf. These are the statements. Then value you are giving this. Then comment means full line comment is also there, and inline comment is also there. Inline comment means by writing the program in the place of that writing the program in that line, if you are writing any comment, so it is known as the inline comment. And all the programs you are writing, and the last or in between the program if you are writing some comment, so this shows the full line comment. Then come to the functions. Different functions are there in our Python. With the help of these functions, we can call any function. Here cu function is there, and so many functions are there in the under cu. These functions you have to use in your program. Then block and indentation, 4 spaces. Here sometimes a group of statement is a part of another statement of function, such as group of one or more. This is known as the block. Block means under the bracket if you are writing the things, that is known as the block. And then as the same level means here block, this printf, print is given there, and under that if you are using writing anything, this is known as the block. And if you are using the space between the both the print, it is known as the indentation. Then these are the Python rules conversation, you read this. And then variable and assignments. Variable, if you are variable you have to use, and then you have to use the you have to give the value of that particular variable. Then how to create variable, any name you can write there, and you have to give the value of that particular name. But listen, the name should be name, not in the list of reserved name. You have to write some other name. 33 reserved name is given there. Then how the variable here, how the variable that not using the storage space in container in Python, and how the value is swapped is given here, and how it covered the address in our computer, it is known here. Then Python handling variables, how to handle it, this also I will explain. Then L value, R values, the value you are given left hand side and right hand side is known as the L value and R value. And listen here, the value will be swapped also. If you are giving the same value to all that variables, then it will give the equal value of all the variables. It is given here. Multiple assignments means here it is known as, and like this you have to give the variables, initialize the variables, assign the variables. Here it is given a equal to b equal to c equal to 10. Here all the value of a, b, c equal to 10. And you also have to, if you are giving x comma y comma z, then here the value is mentioned here to that the computer, the interpreter will read x value equal to 10, y 20 and z equal to 30. Like this the value interpreter will read the value. These are all the examples of the different assignments. Then variable definition. Variable definition means that variable is not created until the same value is assigned to it. To understand it, consider code fragment. Try running in this script. This script is given there. Here first you have to assign the variable value. Here print x is given there, then after that print x equal to 20 is given there, then again print equal to x. It means print means the print function is used to print the output or print what we had written in under the bracket. So here print first line print x is value is not given, so it will not show any output, it will show the error. Then next line x equal to 20 is given there, and then third line print x is given there. So at the third line print x, here x value is 20, it is written at the above, so the next value, the value 20 will be displayed as output. Then dynamic typing. In the Python you had learned about the variable definitions. Dynamic typing means a variable pointing to a value of certain types can be made to point to a value, object or different types. This is known as the dynamic type. If you are giving the if you are assigning the values, here x equal to 10 and x equal to hello world, and then after that you have to give the print command. So print command means print is used to print the data, what data you want. With the help of this print you are able to see the output also, and what you want to print in the screen it will print like this. Then these are the some input output. Input output is also the function. If you are using the input function, output function use in your code. And listen here, input means if you are giving the input function, yeah, so it means that under the input function, if you had written anything, that will be displayed in the program, and that question will take the input from the user. These are the use of input and output. Then reading number also. Reading number means here the string is only having the string function, so a string also have the two functions with it, integer function and float function. So if you are using, if you want any number, any integer number or float number in your program with the help of this string function, means if you want the written value number with the help of this string, so you have to call the function of particular, that integer function or that float function. So that string which you are writing here in the program, it will return the integer value or float value with the help of these functions. So like this we had learned in the chapter Python. So student, I will discuss the next chapter to next class. Thank you.